Kemetnu. Basurakam here with a masterpiece from Lower Kemet in a place now called Deir el-Bersha, tomb of DjehutiHotep, which means Jehuti is satisfied or the mind is at peace. This was the Middle Kingdom, 12th dynasty, 1878 to 1855 BC. This is painted limestone, as DjehutiHotep, or monarch of the Kemetic Nome province, later called Hermopolis by the Greeks. DjehutiHotep was the RAS, or mayor, in this part of Upper Kemet. This raised relief fragment from the bottom wall in his tomb at Bersha shows that he traveled with protection and full royal entourage. They are at first being led by an expert archer with a long bow. He is like a sniper. Just behind the advance guard are 4 courtiers lifting DjehutiHotep's royal throne seat. Under the seat you can see his short-legged and tapered snout, royal dog Anku. The dog is so important in the scene that the artist didn't make him any smaller to show his status as well. Next come royal seal bearers, carrying DjehutiHotep's seal and a long staff. The treasury comes next, carrying a golden box containing documents or other official amulets and seals. Do you see the man in the front with staff and the double sash? Is he collecting taxes? It looks like a bucket's in his hand. Behind him is another soldier carrying a battle axe called a kepresh. These were standard issue for infantry. Did you know that it was also called an epsilon axe by Greeks? And later Assyrians and even Nordics would come to use them. The same man is carrying an ox-hide covered shield like Zulu warriors did and still do just farther up south. Notice the different skin tones that the artist is depicting. This really gives insight as to the different complexions within Kemetic culture, darker to lighter, and the same could be said of the hair textures. You can easily see afros, short crops, and shaved heads. Next come 3 more royal seal bearers, the first wearing what looks like fine linen or silk. Amazing how the artist depicts these different and abstract textures. There is another guard next in line carrying a long staff and DjehutiHotep's king's sandals. The last soldier, as we can see peeking out, is carrying a long staff. It's amazingly well preserved, and because of this we can still see the enlightening detail work of the artist. From the tan on their newly shaven heads to the layers of locks and the plaited hairstyles. This detail allows us to see how they prepared for the journeys that they would take as royal infantry. It is also interesting to see the different ways in which a culture understands itself. It knows the small details of its own work and can easily showcase its unique characteristics. Look at the artist's rendering of certain textures